Humberside Police, what's the emergency?
Someone's been murdered down the alleyway with a hammer.
I think you might have killed them. Come quick.
When a killer strikes,
He died at 8:50 this morning.
So we've now got a murder investigation.
catching the suspect falls to a specialist team of detectives.
Wow, it's quite shocking.
His last moments were in this room.
First, they must hunt for clues.
What was that? Could be the murder weapon.
There are messages of interest. I've killed someone.
He was just possessed. He was a man on a mission.
Then,
There we go.
identify a suspect
That is spot on.
and bring them in.
Oh, police! There you are! 111. Get on the floor now! Get cuffs on here, please. You're under arrest for murder, okay?
Next, they must question the suspect to build the case.
Explain to me what's going on.
Separate the truth from the lies.
You said there wasn't a plan. Where were you heading then?
And deliver justice for the victims and their families.
They are two really dangerous people. The streets will be a much safer place without them.
This time,
Wow, it's quite shocking.
a vulnerable man is assaulted and left in a burning building.
There we go. I think that's our suspect.
Will detectives be able to track the suspect down?
When you've got a dangerous individual,
Yeah, the stakes are higher.
Rescue service for the emergency.
Hello, I need a fire brigade.
What is the problem?
There's a fire in the building, and somebody's in there.
Are they able to get out?
I don't think so, no. We
Please
just,
get to the door.
yeah, we've torn out the window, but it's just, you know, the whole room is on fire.
Right, okay,
They're
we're on
asleep.
the way.
Police and fire crews have been called to a raging inferno at a flat in Hull. Officers arrive and discover a man has been pulled from the fire with life-threatening injuries.
And it's just him. Where was he? In the back bedroom? Where the window is that's been pushed out. Cheers. It's 50-50.
See, said what it was caused by.
No. It's just chaos, innit?
Police officers automatically question passers-by.
Did you see anything when it started?
It sounded like two guys arguing back and forth, but I don't know what it was about.
Witness reports of a second person in the flat raise police suspicions.
Was it definitely two different voices that you heard?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know roughly, did they sound local, or can you think of any, was there any specific accent or anything like that?
One of them had an accent, but I couldn't tell you
What sort of accent it was? Then did the other person, did he sound like local, do you think?
I think he wanted the guy to leave, and I assumed when it quietened down that the guy
They had left. Yeah. But you could definitely distinguish the two different voices apart, yeah. Definitely had two different voices.
Yeah.
Do you want to look after the back?
The property is now a potential crime scene. The rescued man is taken to hospital, where it's discovered he's been seriously assaulted. He's identified as 54-year-old Anthony Ibbotson. 2 days later, he tragically dies from his injuries. The suspicious house fire is now a murder investigation.
can you grab everyone for us, please, mate?
The case is passed to Humberside's major crime team. Leading the investigation is Detective Chief Inspector Amy Keane-Christie.
It's so horrific in terms of the incident itself. He was quite a vulnerable gentleman. We know the victim was assaulted. We've established that there was a witness, and the witness heard more than one voice. It's really key to understand actually what happened and who was in that address at the time.
DCI Keane-Christie needs to familiarise herself with the crime scene.
My intention is just to get an overview of the scene externally first.
Yeah.
We can then obviously look at it room by room.
Yeah.
The type of elements of it in terms of the assault, the fire, that's quite unique. So really, hopefully with this visit, it will help us then understand the layout, understand what could have happened within it.
Police believe that the fire started in the bedroom.
Wow. You can see the extent of the fire damage, can't you? It's quite shocking.
The bed of Anthony's was just here with the headboard towards this wall.
Yeah. He's then found by the firefighters and dragged out from just next to the bed on this side, dragged out through the hallway out to the front door. And this room was disturbed and there was items everywhere. And we understand that the fire would have started somewhere around here. It was through this window that the witnesses first saw the fire starting.
There's blood on the wall. You can see the arrows just down here on the wall. He passed away in hospital, but you know, his last kind of his moments or you know, his interactions were in this room really. Yeah. Definitely thought-provoking, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Yeah, it must have been horrendous in this room when it was on fire.
So it's like in this room, obviously, even though the seat of the fire was in the bedroom, you know, the smoke damage is really, really extensive. It's obviously come throughout the whole of the flat. Also, really, I suppose, it just shows you the contrast, doesn't it, of this room was obviously really, really tidy as well, and obviously other than the smoke damage,
yeah,
it's not particularly, you know, messy, but the difference in the scene to the
contrasting to the
bedroom.
Room and the bedroom, yeah.
There's two priorities really. One is to understand the scene itself. The second then is to look at forensic opportunities, especially in the case where we don't have a suspect that's identified. Any scene that has any type of fire damage can really compromise the opportunity for forensics.
Crime scene investigators have taken forensic samples of several items in the flat. These will be fast-tracked to see if any DNA of a suspect can be found.
Okay. Anything else you need to look at while you're here?
No, I don't think so.
It's weird, I suppose, isn't it, of how much still like smoke there is in the air?
Yeah.
It's this alleyway at the back of here, isn't it? Which is that one? Yeah, you're right, yeah.
Detectives have located CCTV from near the victim's house.
This is the camera covering the property address.
Detective Sergeant Sam Cunnington is reviewing the footage in the minutes before and after the fire.
Ah, there we go. So it appears we've got an individual leaving the address shortly after the fire began. That's going to be a key line of inquiry.
It's a breakthrough for the team. But who is the shadowy figure?
And I think that's him arriving at the scene. And yeah, goes into the victim's address. So we've got him arriving now. We go back a bit. Definitely two tones on the jacket or hood. And definitely some kind of a marking on the back of the shoulder. White trainers. So the aim now will be to track this suspect to somewhere where we can get a decent facial image.
Detective Constable Danny Crawforth is heading to the scene of the fire to hunt for more CCTV cameras.
The initial thing is trying to work out where that person has gone to try and ID this guy. It's literally a tracking from place to place to find out where that person's gone and trying to work out a direction and seeing them on another camera or some more footage. This street is the location of where the incident took place and the subsequent fire. Was it that camera up there? Or he went up the street? Yeah.
Starting at the scene, they follow the suspect's route away from the property in the hope of locating more cameras.
We know he's come up here, even though we see quite a grainy image.
There's another camera just on the left-hand side. This camera, it points onto the car park, so if he is going to walk past...
There's good coverage all the way outside of there, isn't there?
Because it looks like a new camera.
Yeah.
Good quality footage from it. I'll have to check it.
The footage from the CCTV camera is downloaded and given to Detective Sergeant Sam Cunnington in the Digital Media Unit.
This is the store around the corner from the scene. Definitely the same jacket, same white mark on the shoulder. Trainers, happy with. And the next job will be tracking him further along here to see where he ends up going to.
There's another camera.
Wondering if it's possible to have a look at your CCTV.
Over the next few days, using the suspect's direction of travel, officers collect footage from over 50 cameras, which they painstakingly piece together.
And then we have him walking on Beverley Road, up Beverley Road. And then again, past the Beverley Road baths. So he carries on and goes into a phone box. He's definitely in there for a while. So the key thing in this footage is the walk of our suspect. It is a noticeable walk. He's got a bit of a swagger. Every camera we have is just not enough. He's managed to avoid everything facially. He always managed to keep his head down, his face out the imagery.
Detectives track him for over 5 miles to a housing estate in the north of the city.
This is on Brand's home. We can see our suspect in the background walking across, and we know that once we get into this housing estate, there's a large housing estate in Hull. He disappeared. So we still need to find who this person is. It's really frustrating that we haven't got a facial image.
While digital media officers have been collecting CCTV, a number of items from the crime scene have been fast-tracked for DNA testing. Will they provide any clues?
Are you in a position now to go through them and just confirm what the results were for us?
Yeah. First item was the black wallet, which was from under the head of the bed. There was nothing to identify any other person. The next item was a picture frame. Again, there was nothing to identify any other person that may have touched that item. So we also submitted 3 swabs, which were taken from blood staining on the wall of the bedroom. All those 3 swabs came back as being the blood of Anthony Ibbotson with no
So
other
nobody
person,
else?
no other contributor.
We knew due to the fire damage and the scene itself that it may be difficult.
Yeah.
In their efforts to identify their suspect, Detectives also swabbed the phone box the suspect was seen going into.
So we sent off a black plastic telephone handset, and there was no DNA recovered from that, which would take us any further forward to identifying a suspect.
It was definitely worth a shot, I think, just to see if we could get some early forensic indication on who the suspect is.
It's another blow for the team.
And obviously, if you've come from this direction, then this whole area might then become relevant.
So they decide to focus their efforts on the housing estate where he was last sighted, in the belief that he may live there. DCI Keane Christie sends teams to canvass the area for further CCTV.
So from this last sighting, we just know that he's come down that path, that he doesn't go back on himself, and we're here. We think he's gone across there. So it's quite a large housing estate with sort of community areas, shops, parks. There's pathways crisscrossing all the way through the houses and shortcuts that...
Like a maze. When you've got no name, no links, you have no idea who the suspect is. We've got dangerous individual.
Yeah, the stakes are higher.
We are so determined that we're gonna catch them and get to the bottom of the story.
And when you're beginning to constantly come to dead ends and not get anywhere, it just starts to feel like, is this it? Is this as far as we're going with it?
Police still have no idea who the suspect is, and no idea what went on inside Anthony Ibbetson's flat. But the digital media team have made an important discovery. One camera near the victim's property has recorded audio.
And the audio is incredibly important because it provides you like that third eye into the property itself and what was happening. From the audio, we can hear on there that the suspect has a non-local accent. He's asking Anthony about drugs. From our information, Anthony doesn't have a history with drugs in terms of drug supply or holding any type of drugs, so we're not sure whether it was mistaken identity. You can hear threats of violence. It's so horrific.
Hey, you! Fucking fire! You need to fucking fire!
The suspect has left Anthony in the address. We know from the audio he was aware of the fire. He's had opportunities since leaving the address to call the police, to call the fire brigade, and he hasn't done. We can hear the level of violence that's displayed, so the quicker we could get hands on and have that person in custody, the better. So if we can't identify them because of the quality of the footage, then we need the public's assistance to be able to find out who they are. I'm Detective Chief Inspector Amy Keane Christie, and I'm the Senior Investigating Officer who's leading the murder investigation. We need your help. Were you in the area of Freetown Way, Ferrins Way, Springbank, or Beverley Road between the hours of 7 p.m. and 8 p.m? If so, we really need to review your dash camera footage. However small, it could be crucial to our investigation.
Along with the appeal to the public, DCI Keane Christie releases some of the CCTV online.
It's hoped when we release the footage that we firstly obviously identify the suspect involved, but secondly it could be that people that may have been passing by, driving by, seeing something that maybe just didn't seem normal, but also they might have been driving in their vehicle using dash cams, anything to help us that could ID that suspect.
Whilst the team wait for the public to respond, the detectives that were sent to canvass the area have had a possible breakthrough. They've stopped a man matching his description.
It was the walk. I literally stood in front of him and stopped him.
Yeah.
He didn't seem bothered, did he? And when I asked for his name, and he said his name, and we heard the accent.
Yeah, the accent.
It froze, didn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
it
we looked
did,
at each other
yeah.
and thinking, whoa. And he showed his working permit.
Mark Vaskowski.
But, having no grounds to detain him, they have no option but to let him go.
Oh, it's frustrating.
Frustrating.
It's really frustrating.
Because it starts feeling like everything's against you.
Is Mark Vaskowski the suspect they're looking for? Detectives widen their search for more footage.
The area that we lose this figure on the CCTV has a shopping centre in the middle, so that's a good area to extend our CCTV parameters. And the shopping centre itself, we know from previous experience, has excellent CCTV.
Detectives begin trawling the CCTV from the day of the attack. And finally, this produces the breakthrough police have been waiting for.
I can see him immediately coming in to the front entrance. A very distinctive walk. You can see the distinctive white logo on the top left of the jacket. It's a big breakthrough.
Now detectives have a clear image of their suspect's face. They can check to see if it is the man stopped in the housing estate.
If we look here at the photograph of the ID card, when we compare it to this piece of footage, now that, to me, is spot on.
Mark Vaskowski is now suspect number 1. With a potentially violent murderer on the loose, a specialist team armed with tasers are dispatched to arrest him.
Hello there. Please, stand there for me. Okay, this is what I have to say to you. You're under arrest for murder. You do not have to say anything that may harm your defence if you do not mention something which you later will hide in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Could this be the man that violently assaulted Anthony Ibbotson and left him in a burning building?
Do you speak English? No. English? No?
Is there anybody else in the flat, or is it just you? No. Just you. I'm just going to give her just take hold and just make sure there's no one else here.
I don't understand what happened.
Okay. I'll be explained in a bit.
There's nobody else here.
All right.
Officers seize his mobile phone
Up and going there, my friend.
before transporting him to Clough Road Police Station.
Take a seat. Come on, buddy. Good afternoon.
Been arrested for murder. So you've been identified through some CCTV inquiries and you've been suspected witness defence.
Stand up for us, Mark.
With their suspect number 1 in custody, detectives have 24 hours to bring charges. Detective Constable Steve Story will lead the interviews.
From the initial interview, we want him to provide us with his version of events. We want him to explain where he was at the time of the murder, and we want to get that account in as much detail as we can without giving him any information that we're aware of.
Assisted by an interpreter, how will Wiskowski account for himself?
The time is 17:48. We're at Clough Road Police Station in Hull. You've been arrested for murder.
Обвиняюсь или подозреваюсь?
You're under arrest for that murder, so
Вы арестованы. Пока.
tell me about your involvement in that offence.
Расскажите, пожалуйста, по поводу вашего...
Это не я.
Okay, so if we go back to that Wednesday, where were you between 7:30 in the evening and 9:30 in the evening?
Дома был. Я играл приставку, подготавливал комнату к покраске, общался с девушкой, ну все как обычно.
Okay. So specifically then between 7:30 p.m. and 9:30 p.m, what do you remember doing?
PlayStation.
Okay, so you were at home on your PlayStation?
Yes.
Okay.
Я целый день был дома.
With Wiskowski claiming he was at home, detectives next show him the shopping centre CCTV.
You see that? So this is CCTV from the North Point Centre from the 29th of November, and it's in the morning at 10:48. You see this person here where my pen's pointing? Is that you?
No.
No.
No, that's not you.
I don't have jacket, the North Face.
You don't have a North Face jacket?
No.
Did you have a North Face jacket on the 29th of November?
Не было.
No.
I have only just black jacket.
We believe that's you.
Но это не я.
It wasn't you.
No.
And this is also from the North Point Centre.
Но это не я.
It wasn't you.
Do you recognise the shopping centre?
Узнаю, конечно.
You can obviously see that this person is wearing black trainers with white soles. So you're happy that's not you?
Точно знаете, что это не
Да.
вы.
Okay. How many mobile phones do you own?
Один.
So at the time of this fire, at 20:38 hours on the 29th of November, was that mobile phone and SIM card in your possession?
Ну да, это же мой телефон.
So it would have been at your house then, at your flat?
Я же был дома, да.
Is there anything you want to say before we finish?
Вы еще хотите добавить?
Нет.
The time is 11:40, and that's the end of the interview.
After almost 2 hours of interview, Wiskowski has given nothing away. Police have no forensic evidence that puts him at the scene. But can they link him to the crime by the clothing seen on the footage?
So the clothing is really, really key. So he's got really, really distinctive clothing on. So he has like a 3/4 length black coat, over the shoulder small bag, and then these distinctive black trainers with a white sole. It's really, really key to get those because that will help us prove the man on the footage is Wiskowski.
Whilst officers search Wiskowski's flat for the coat and the shoes, detectives decide to re-interview him.
What we're going to do is show you some more CCTV now.
This time, they focus in on the events of the night to see if he'll change his story.
So this is now Beverley Road, walking out of the city. I'm saying that's the same person in the black trainers with the white soles and the North Face jacket. So we believe that's the same person that you saw in St. Stephen's and Tesco's.
Но он похож на половину людей в городе.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like half the people in this city.
This is a figure walking, he goes into the victim's address.
Это уже показывает.
Again, was that you, Mark?
Нет.
We see a figure coming out of the address.
That's about 12 minutes before the fire brigade were called. So if that was you in the address,
Это были вы.
Нет.
now's your opportunity to tell me what was happening when you left that house.
Нет, почему, если это не я?
So what we know is that a witness described what is described as an overheated discussion. Were you involved in that discussion?
Если меня там не было, как я могу быть
If I
вовлечен в
wasn't there,
какой-то
how can
разговор,
I
если я ничего не
be
понимаю?
involved in any conversation?
Times 17:14. It's the end of the interview.
Mark Waskowski at the moment is very calm. He's not giving much away. Given the severity of the allegation being put to him, he sat quite calmly during that interview. Doesn't look too upset by the allegations that we've put to him.
Teams searching his flat have reported back, and it's not good news.
At this stage, we haven't recovered, have we, either the footwear or the jacket, the long North Face style jacket, kind of 3/4 length one that we haven't found either.
But during the search, police did find a damaged CCTV camera at the back of his property.
So this is the back garden.
And crucially, it overlooks his bins.
We observed that this camera had been removed, so we obtained the last footage from this camera, and it shows a figure making one attempt to dislodge it from the wall, and when that's unsuccessful, it comes back and removes it, and that's the last footage that's captured from that camera.
So for me, really, it's definitely an inference that he's destroyed the camera in order to not be captured, putting those evidence items, that are clothing, in the bins.
Absolutely.
The team only have circumstantial evidence. With the clock ticking down, will they be able to charge Waskowski with murder, or will he walk free? Detectives have been unable to find clothing worn by their suspect, Mark Waskowski, on the day of the fire.
This is what I reckon is our suspect.
But they have continued to review CCTV footage from a shopping centre to track him in the hours before the murder.
He's gone into a jeweller's. And he hands something over, and it looks like it's a receipt. We need to find the receipt.
Finding the receipt would prove that it is Waskowski in the footage. Whilst officers try to locate it, the team have also been analysing data from his mobile phone.
He's told us that his phone is always with him and that he's at his home address the whole day. So we can see that at or before 18:34 in the evening, suspect's mobile phone is now connecting to a mast in the vicinity of the city centre. So then, right at the time of the assault and fire, at the time that took place, we can see that the suspect's mobile phone is very close to the offence location.
With this new evidence, police secure a custody extension of 12 hours to challenge him in a further interview.
Yeah.
When you use your phone, it communicates with masts, and that allows us to put your phone in a particular area when it's in use. So analysis has been carried out of your phone, okay? And that shows that on the 29th of the 11th, your phone is shown to be
in the Hull city centre area. Can you explain why that is?
No comment.
We've shown you CCTV of a male we believe to be you in the Hull city centre. So this analysis supports our belief that you were in Hull city centre on the evening of the 29th of November.
No comment.
Now he's starting to shut down on us. He's not answering these questions and he's reverting to no comment. He's not speaking. It's quite telling, really. It can be that he's unable to answer the questions based on the new evidence that we're putting to him. We can see on the 29th of the 11th, at or before 1943, your phone is communicating with a mast.
It's in that area.
So tell me why that is.
No comment.
Is it because you're in that area?
No comment.
This fits with the CCTV we've shown you?
No comment.
Is that because it is you on that CCTV?
Нет, не я.
Not you. So who's got your phone then?
No comment.
The suspect's body language has changed. It became a little bit more withdrawn.
What we're going to do, Mark, is show you some CCTV footage.
Detectives sense the time is right to further challenge his account with the audio of the assault.
Hey, you! Fucking fire! You need to show your fucking fire!
So, Mark, tell me what we've just been listening to there.
Что-то неразборчиво. Совсем.
Okay. What could you make out on that audio?
No comment.
Explain to me what's going on.
No comment.
So we believe you've gone to his address, assaulted Mr. Ibbotson over a period of time, after which a fire has started, and you've left the address. Your phone's in that area, and we've shown you CCTV footage, including footage which shows a face, and we believe that's you. So is there any explanation you want to give before we finish?
No comment.
Time's 22:24. That's the end of the interview.
Waskowski is still not talking to police. But in the hunt for the receipt seen in CCTV footage, detectives have made a significant discovery.
So we've obviously got Waskowski. Looks like he's trying to make some form of return. And obviously we can see, can't we, from those images, a little champion bag. When we conducted the warrant at his home address, we recovered the champion bag and sent that off for forensics. And it was actually when we've done the forensic examination that we've actually recovered this receipt here shown on the screen from that bag, from within it. By having the receipt in the bag, that timelines him really, really well. That shows us really that obviously the man on the footage is Waskowski.
With proof that Waskowski has lied to detectives, they decide to go to the Crown Prosecution Service. Will they agree to charge him with murder?
It's Detective Chief Inspector Amy King Christie. How are you? The CPS have authorised a charge for murder, and Waskowski has been remanded into custody. It's definitely a relief for us in terms of having Waskowski remanded. It means that he then can't cause any further harm to anybody else. But really, that's where the hard work starts in terms of case building and making sure not only we can get a charge, but we actually can get a conviction at court.
The team still don't have any forensic evidence. But further testing has been conducted on items from Anthony Ibbotson's flat. and Waskowski's address. Can they provide the final piece of the jigsaw?
Swabs were taken from some planks which were recovered from Anthony Ibbitson's home address, and a mixed DNA profile was obtained. And in that profile, both Anthony Ibbitson and Mark Waskowski were well represented.
The scientist is happy to say that some of that cellular material
has come from Mark Waskowski. Yeah.
That's fantastic news. That is really, really positive. So that, for me, shows that Mark Waskowski was present inside that flat.
Yes. The other significant forensic return that we've had relates to a black hooded top. This item was seized from Mark Waskowski's home address. Blood staining's been found on the left cuff, and this blood relates to the victim, Anthony Ibbitson. So it's a positive link between our victim and our suspect.
The evidence strengthens the police case. And crucially, they've also received the pathologist's report.
Mr. Ibbitson's death was due to the combined effects of burns and inhalation of products of combustion following an assault in which he sustained significant head and neck trauma, which rendered him unconscious and unable to flee the ensuing fire from the property.
Had he not have been assaulted to the degree that he had been, he would have been able to get up, leave.
Absolutely.
And obviously then wouldn't have obviously got those other injuries.
Yeah. It clearly links both the assault and the fire to his death.
Together, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So the importance of the pathology report is that it allows us to understand the level of injuries, how those have occurred, and also the fact that because of the injuries to his head, he was unable to actually leave the flat when it was on fire, ultimately leading obviously to his death. With the evidence that we currently hold, it's really strong, so I would hope that any jury would convict Waskowski of this offence. Myself and the investigation team are really happy with the outcome, not only because Waskowski has been held to account for his actions, but also because it provides a bit of comfort to the family. At least they have justice for Anthony.